Is this thing on? Alright. So, I don't even know how to start, where to start, how to do this really. It's funny because I like making videos, I like being in front of the camera, but it's a little different. I want to say this is a podcast, I wouldn't say this is your typical talking segment, but I want to start the segment and call it Walk and Talk. Yes, Walk and Talk. First of all, let me introduce myself. If you don't know who I am, whoever's watching this, my name is Miguel Garcia. I'm 22 years young, and I'm making this because it kind of goes to the title, Walk and Talk. I go on walks every morning and I come back very insightful, I would say. I had a lot of thinking going on. Even though it's like a 30-minute walk, I like to post it on my Instagram, and I kind of just want to be able to speak out about what I think about. So I figured, why not grab my camera, my tripod, come into a separate room in my house. It's still early, no one's awake, no distractions. Grab my cup of coffee, my Christmas cup, Agawa, coffee beans from Japan, and just talk for about 20-30 minutes, however long. I don't know how long these are gonna be. Won't be too long, so I have to train, but I always think about different topics on my walk. This brain of mine does not stop at all. From the second I wake up to the second I go to sleep, it's always on. Usually I'll be spending this time watching some type of YouTube video, enjoying my coffee, but I figured, why not start this instead of posting on my Instagram every single day. I'd always just post short clips, and things, I want to keep this as raw as possible, no cuts, no editing, straight to the point, straight to, boom boom boom. I wrote down some bullet points on my phone on the walk as well. And the thing is, I think this is a way for me to just talk, because I don't really have anyone to talk to. That sounds really sad, it really does. And now when I'm saying it out loud, it's like, damn, got some friends, dude. No. Occasionally I'm gonna be sipping on this, because yeah, I love coffee. But alright, I think we just get straight to the point and begin walk and talk. Even though we're not walking and talking, we came back from a walk, now we're talking. So the topic I want to talk about today is change. Change. Right now I'm going through a lot of change in life. And that's in like every aspect. So recently I just got into the best shape of my life. I am working with this company out of the UK Physique Academy, and I got paired with a coach, and kind of just took control of my life. Got in really good shape, got a six-pack in like 12 weeks. Now it's like week 14 now. We're in like the reverse diet phase, but that's besides the point. But I'm going through change because during this process, I sacrificed a lot in terms of like hanging out with friends and making certain decisions, and now a lot of those changes have become a lifestyle of mine, and now I've kind of adapted to those routines and those lifestyle changes, and I love it, and it's for the better. It really is. A lot of different things motivate me now. I mean, I've always loved the gym, being in shape, being athletic. I've always been an athlete in my life. I like being healthy, but really now I've taken to that next level, that next step. Really want to start maybe pursuing coaching one day. So one of my first bullet points is, I think these first two actually have to go together, but change is kind of unplanned and planned at the same time, I would say. Specifically in my circumstance, I I planned to do this lifestyle change of getting in shape, but it was unplanned in terms of adapting all these different styles and actually keeping them and using them from now on. So change isn't really planned. It can be planned, but I think if you try to plan it, it doesn't become authentic, and it doesn't really become true to what it's supposed to be or what it's meant to be. And that can affect a lot of things, I think. So I think it's unplanned, and then that's why it's so scary, because people didn't see it coming. Just like a car crash, or a lot of, I don't want to say car crash, but you don't see it coming, and that's, expect the unexpected. A lot of things happen when you don't expect it. Alright, this is gonna be kind of wonky, because I'm gonna be looking at my phone. Probably the more professional way to do this. Routine. My biggest thing as a person is having a routine. I'm a big routine-esque person. I don't know if that's a word, but being able to change and adapt off your routine is very important, a very important skill to have, I think. And it's coming from someone who loves to have a routine, who loves to wake up at a certain time, go wake up, stretch, hydrate, go on my walk, come back, have my coffee. Now I'm doing this. Go to the gym, train, come home. If I work that day, eat, go to work. Like, I like having these segments, everything broken up, because I just haven't have my day planned out. But for instance, today I have to wake up an hour earlier because I have to go to work earlier. And I was kind of thinking of timing, if I got my coffee, if I have to go train, what type of training to do today, if I need to come home earlier, if I need to cut my training down, plan my meals, meal timing. So it's like I go deep into this stuff, and it kind of all circles back to fitness and making that lifestyle change. When I got into shape, it's more than just a physical change. It was definitely more, I would say, emotional and lifestyle change. And this is a little off topic, but if you're thinking about getting into shape or making that first step, do it. It's the best decision or best investment you can take. But anyways, having a routine, like myself, but being able to change and adapt to that routine is very important. Have your routine, 90% of the time, but the other 10% of the time, you sometimes gotta change, because you still want to enjoy life. You still want to get up. If you want to go see the sunrise with your friends, or if you're on vacation, you obviously aren't in your bubble, and you're out of the ordinary space that you're used to. So just be able to adapt. Lifestyle. My lifestyle before and after this, very different in terms of what I kind of let into my life, or what I will allow to happen, I guess. I would, be okay with, alright, let's go get a few drinks on the weekend, or do this. Right now my life has been surrounded by just fitness, goals, anything that motivates me, anything that pretty much I see that's going to help me in the future. Anything I don't see worthy, or a time waster, or anything that's not going to help me reach my goal, I don't have time for that. I know I'm still young, I'm only 22 years young. I still need to enjoy life, but I don't know, I feel like I hate saying this, but matured. I've lived a good amount of life, which is weird to say, but compared to a lot of my peers, I've lived a lot of life already. And right now my lifestyle has been very different. And you know, I go to sleep at 9 to 9:30 every day. I like being healthy. I like staying sober. Um, I'm kind of a boring person at the moment, but I kind of like it. I like it a lot. I'm happy. I'm truly happy. I'm actually able to say I'm very happy in life right now, and I don't think I've really been able to say that for a while. Uh, and I don't think a lot of people can say that. A lot of people can't say that they're happy with where they are in life, whether that's financially, emotionally, physically, um, spiritually. But I'm very happy in all aspects. I'm not a millionaire. I don't have loads of money. Uh, but one thing I do have is self-respect, um, confidence. Confidence is huge. Confidence is key. Uh, and it really all came down to getting into really good shape. It translated into every different aspect of my life. I'm confident to go out and talk to people. I'm confident to go to the gym, take off my shirt, flex, get a nice pump, go to the beach, take my shirt off. I'm confident to kind of speak my mind more. I'm confident to make this. I would have not been able to make this video. I don't know. Even though I've made videos in the past, but it's very different. This is very more personal. Speaking one-on-one to an audience of however many. Yeah. So next is people, a big one. People. Friends, family, workers, whoever the case may be. I texted my sister yesterday telling her I think I am separating. Not separating. What did I tell her? I think I texted her saying I think I'm let's pull up the credits. What do they say? I think I'm just starting to realize I'm drifting away. There we go. Drifting away from some specific friends, groups of people, and I'm not scared. I know that's part of life. It's happened already, but with some people, it's like, whoa, like I didn't think this would happen with these type of people. Not saying that it's really happening. Maybe since I'm going through some change, that's just there might be a little break in our relationship, especially since I'm on such a different lifestyle right now. But people, it's probably one of the biggest factors or one of the biggest things you will realize when you start changing the type of people you hang out with, the type of people that interest you now, the type of people that motivate you, the type of people that you want to be surrounded around. I truly just, fuck. I really don't have many people I can say that I can relate to at a very, very fine level. Not many people I can say I share many interests with. And I'm okay with that right now. It's like a saying. It says like, I'm not a lonely person, I just like being alone. I like my alone time. I like to do things on my own, kind of. Not to say that I won't do things with others, but it's hard for me to find people that I trust and have the same motives and aspirations as I do. I can only think of like a few, very, very not even a few, but when I am with those people, it's very different compared to the people I used to consider be very good friends. I'm not saying that they aren't good friends, but I think we're just drifting a little bit. Right, just even right now in this part of life. So I don't know. So don't be afraid to change people, and that's probably one of the hardest parts, because nowadays people are fucking pussies and they aren't willing to change or accept to let people go, and don't want to hurt people's feelings. I get it. I was at that point one time in my life. I didn't want to change any of my friends, but you start to realize that these people kind of suck and they are holding you back. Changing goals and aspirations. Let me tell you, I left high school thinking I was gonna be a FBI agent, I think, and that was mainly because I was watching Criminal Minds. And I fell in love with the show, and I was like, yo, I started studying criminal justice. Ended up changing to finance, because then I started to get into stocks and money, and then I started recording, making videos. So then I switched my major to video production, and at this time I was also running track and field. I feel like every athlete at one point thinks they're gonna be a professional athlete. I thought I was gonna go to Alabama and play football and in the NFL, and then I, just thought track and field was my path, and then all these different things. But over time, goals and aspirations change, and then I thought I was gonna be this big YouTuber. Not saying that I like making videos. I think it's really fun to be in front of the camera, actually, the entertainment space. But right now, my goals and aspirations have changed drastically in the past 3, 4, even the past year. But right now I'm on a good headspace. I think right now I think I know what I want to do. I don't know, maybe, but I think I'm on the right path. Keeping my open mind. I have like a 3, 4, 5 month plan right now of knowing what's gonna happen. We're not gonna know what's happening, but I have things planned, and it's gonna happen. So goals and aspirations change all the time, so don't worry about that. I dropped out of college after my 3rd semester, thinking I was gonna be this college graduate. Don't be afraid to disappoint people. It's gonna happen in life. I've disappointed many people, including my parents after I dropped out. Hey, it's your life. Do your thing, all right? And I would say, last thing, it's fucking scary. Change is scary, I'm not gonna lie. When you expect the unexpected, things happen and you don't realize it's happening until it happens. That's a lot of happenings. But it's scary in a sense, you never expected these things to happen. Because you sort of get comfortable. Comfortability is silent killer. Comfortability is, that's a whole other topic, but change is scary. Don't be afraid. Let it happen. Let it happen naturally. Don't force it. Don't try to plan it. And if you are trying to plan it, let it do its thing. Alright? Don't try to make drastic changes all at once, because I don't think that's a good thing. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. But it's alright to be afraid. It's alright to not know what's happening. It's alright to admit not know what's happening. You don't have to admit to anyone. I think just being honest with yourself and admitting to yourself and being honest to yourself and understanding what's happening and realizing what's happening, and not being like mind masturbating yourself and saying, oh, like nothing's happening, blah blah blah. Stop lying to yourself. Yeah, don't lie to yourself. That's the most important person in your life at the moment should most likely be yourself, unless you're like a child. Focus on yourself. Focus on becoming a better person, because if you become a better person, it's only gonna help in different aspects of your life, in terms of like being a better friend, husband, neighbor, cousin, co-worker, employee. So being selfish is also very important. But I gotta stay on topic. But yeah, it's scary. Scary things. Change is scary. That's right. So I think those are some of the bullet points I wrote down. Walk and Talk, episode 1. Here's to that. Just fun to make. I really did enjoy this. I kind of set this up last second. I kind of like the background. Very authentic, very raw. Like I said, I'm not gonna cut this, edit it. The thumbnail is gonna be probably me. Ready? I think that's my thumbnail. But yeah, I'm gonna post it. It's gonna be what, 22, 3 minutes long. If you stayed to the end, thanks for watching, I guess. If you didn't stay, I don't know, come back tomorrow. I think I'm gonna start making these every single day after I finish my walk and talk episode 1. Maybe one day we'll have huge production, but this was fun to make. Like I said, I just want to make this and kind of speak my mind, and think of it as like a little short segment podcast without it being so long. I don't know. I love podcasts. Podcasts are so cool to watch and listen to. I just like to talk. I don't really have anyone to talk to either. So, and there's a lot of stuff in my mind that I want to talk about, and I want to also practice talking. Because when I do talk, sometimes I don't know how to explain myself. So I think this is gonna help a lot. And whenever I talk, I start to talk very fast and start to stutter. So maybe it's gonna help me with my speech. That's what happens when you grow up with 3 different languages, but now you don't even know the 2 other languages fluently. But then you have to go be an ESL, or you call it ELS, when you're in elementary school, because they're like, hey, this kid is speaking Spanish and Polish and English at home, he doesn't know how to speak, blah blah blah. Alright, episode 1, finalmente. Cheers to this, cheers to that. Here's a cup of coffee. Now, how are we gonna end this? It's 6:33 a.m. Let's go train, baby. Have a beautiful day.